So, this whole PC is just another Congress, statement that they give, which is completely, it doesn't make sense, because he has said while signing off that none of the MLAs are unhappy, none of the MLAs are actually thinking about quitting. But we had Raghavji Patel on air with us live, and he clearly said that he wants to quit the Congress, he wants to run for the elections with the BJP. So this statement is made by Shakti Singh Gohil right now in Bengaluru with 44 MLAs present there. It just seems like theatrics right now, because he's just making them stand there. Obviously, he said that media can talk to him. But what would he say about these statements? What would he say about these MLAs who have actually resigned? What would he say about the MLAs who are making public statements saying that we are not happy with the Congress, we are going to the BJP? And if he was so confident that the MLAs are going to stay with the Congress, and this is the counting that he did about Rajya Sabha elections, that these many votes will be getting for the Rajya Sabha, what was the need for taking them to Bangalore? However, yes, he has said that BJP leaders have been threatening them, but nobody is coming out clearly and saying that if they were so confident about their MLAs going to be sticking with Congress, what was the need for doubting them and thinking that they will be more safe in Bangalore? If they were so confident, why did they not just leave them behind in Gujarat? Even if BJP leaders had been approaching them, he could have just let them go. He could have just said that no matter how much ever BJP tries, we will let them stay there, because it wouldn't matter to them how much ever the BJP offers them money. So these statements made by Shakti Singh Gohil are completely something that we need to question. We need to ask him why were they being hauled up? What was the house arrest all about? Of course, we tried to reach out to the MLAs, and most of the times their phone have been switched off. So why was this also happening? So is this also that they're saying that all of this was being made up by the BJP? But when we also spoke to the MLAs when they were on the flight going from Ahmedabad to Bengaluru, they have said that BJP tried approaching them, and BJP is doing this, and BJP is doing horse trading. But this is not something new. This is something that the Congress leaders have been saying from the very time being, before even Shankar Singh Waghela's resignation. They have been saying this for a long time, but if they have been approached for so long, why is this taking them so close to the Rajya Sabha elections to speak up about it? And why are they so nervous about 6 MLAs quitting? And then why are they making them fly out from Ahmedabad in the dead of the night, not telling anybody, being so shady about it, no communication? After so much of provocation by the media of the questions that we have been asking, it has taken them so long to come out in the open and then say that, no, look, here are our 40 or so MLAs, and you can talk to them. So obviously, this is how much it takes them. And today, of course, yesterday we had broken that several MLAs are saying that we want to go back to our constituencies because there are flood-affected areas. He has not mentioned anything about that. Of course, he has said that people were present there. But now, all of a sudden, there were 3 MLAs who were retaliating. There were retaliations from the MLAs saying that we want to go back to our constituencies, that it does not make sense to us to stay under house arrest in Bangalore when people of our constituencies are suffering. And the CM and everybody had been making rounds of these places like Banaskantha, Disa, Palanpur. And even today, it almost felt like Ahmed Patel's presence in these constituencies felt like a compromise between the MLAs and Ahmed Patel, that you stay there, I will go there, and I will look after your constituencies. It is a very well prepared script. That's what it looks like as of now. Because why is he making such blanket statements? Why is he not giving any proof? He has been saying time and time again that there has been horse trading, BJP leaders do this, BJP leader approach our MLAs, and he has said something very important actually, that MLAs were being approached, MLAs were being harassed, and this is not something that he said for the first time. Ahmed Patel has also spoken to us, and that's when he said that BJP MLAs Congress MLAs were being threatened, and then all other Congress leaders have come together and said that Congress MLAs were being threatened, BJP leaders were approaching them. Priyanka, so why were they so scared? Why were they not confident enough in their MLAs that even if they stay in Gujarat? Yeah.
Priyanka, also... Yeah. They're also denying the fact that the phones have been snatched away from the MLAs. In fact, him making it clear several times over in that press conference that no, the phones are still with the MLAs. But the fact of the matter is that have you been able to reach out to any of them?
So So that's absolutely true. Like I said, we had tried approaching the MLAs. You know, this is a classic Congress press conference where they make contradictory statements, where they say something is happening when the completely other thing is happening. We ourselves tried reaching out to MLAs and they were not reachable. The phones were switched off. People were not picking up, and all of these things were happening. And also Ahmed Patel, while we spoke to him, had also said that their phones are working. But you know, where were they yesterday? Where were they yesterday when all of these MLAs, we tried to reach out to them, we tried to talk to them, all their phones were not in coverage? And where were these things coming from? That there were no pictures coming out, and just when one photo went viral, they were being frisked, in fact, when while coming into the hall. That's what we were hearing from the MLAs themselves. So what is the point of doing a PC in front of Shakti Singh Gohil with 40 MLAs present and saying and provoking the media to do a one-on-one, of course? But then, you know, what is the point of making these statements where, when we have proof, in fact, of MLAs speaking out in public saying that we are not happy with Congress, and all of these things were happening? Of course, he also said that you know, he's denying that phones were switched off, but where were these phones were obviously switched off and not in coverage yesterday when we tried to talk to them the whole day after we followed them from Ahmedabad to Bengaluru. And you know, even the MLAs, when we were talking to them, they were saying that we did not expect this. We were not expecting this this kind of a house arrest sort of a situation. We were not told that this kind of security will be there. We were told that we will just be there to protect from the BJP leaders. So they said that little did we know that the Congress leaders will also treat them like criminals, and you know, then frisk them before going to the halls, frisk them before going to the rooms. The rooms will be checked. So the MLAs also said that we were not.
This is very clear that this is a face saver. This is Congress, after being in panic mode, is now in damage control mode. Very clearly contradictory statements coming out of that press conference. Priyanka, thank you so much for putting that press conference into perspective for us. And with that, it's time for a short breather over here. Lots more coming up.